How's it going, folks? Cloud Ames, can't even speak today. Cloud Ace MC. Real name is Jesse Heikula, however you want to say it. I'm from a place called Sudbury, Ontario, which is situated inside Canada. And I need help. And I need it from the Americans. I do. So, inside my own country of Canada, our school systems and laws pacify people to the point where they don't know how to rally around something or someone to make changes. And that's scary. That's really scary. It's almost like my entire country has been pacified by a government that doesn't care. And it affects more than just me. A lot of people don't realize it. If you're a foreigner coming into this country, especially Ontario, you should be very afraid of the medical system. If something happened to you and a doctor did something that resulted in your death, and it was their fault, most likely it's going to go unpunished and unknown, because someone would have to write a detailed letter to the college doctors and physicians, and they would have to actively investigate well after the fact. And we all know after the first 72 hours or so, things start to disappear. Records start to disappear and change, and it's just it's it's not going to end well. Disability treats me like I am inhuman garbage. I don't get enough money to even buy enough groceries. I don't have enough money to travel to get my groceries. I just all around, it's been costing me more and more and more and more since COVID started. Stopped eating my favorite foods. I stopped going out and enjoying myself, which little I did. I haven't bought a new piece of clothing in over a year. I don't own a pair of shoes. I own a pair of sandals, which are currently cutting into my big toes. And it's -3 out today. I was walking around the sandals, and the ends of my toes sufficiently hurt right now. And it's just getting worse. Price gouging, rent gouging, the government trying to take back as much as they can. They took away our $7.99 every few years to get new dishes and microwaves and beds, and that's gone. Now you got Chippy, and you have to get requests through, and they're telling you get a bed once every 10 years. Like, I'm sure that was great for normal people, but when 3 of those years was spent with my now ex, who was pregnant, your bed doesn't last as long, and things don't always last as long as they should. Being on disability, certain things get used up quicker than other things because you have to change the way you live for your disability. So, as it sits right now, as a Canadian citizen in Ontario, Canada, I don't have the right to vote. I don't even have shoes to go out to vote. I can't be a part of the political agenda. I can't go out and see politicians when they come to my city. My time is used up trying to fight just to keep myself fed. So, and over the past several months, I've lost complete touch with what's going on in my own country politically, because I haven't had the time, money, or strength to even think about taking up another fight. And that's scary, because that means every single veteran in Canada who fought for the right to vote has just been diminished greatly. So, apparently you only fought for the rich's right to vote. Not the poor. Not the disabled. Not the downtrodden. This is my last shirt. My last sweater. My last shoes are gone. You know? So, where am I supposed to turn when the populace has failed me? The government has failed me. Everyone has failed me. Like, anyone and everyone I can rely on, whether meaning to or not, has failed me. Like, the only person I think in this entire world that I can't say really has failed me is probably like my sister. But I failed her. Every time I asked for $100 for groceries, every time I end up with no cat litter, every time I end up with no cat food, every time I end up in an absolute quandary She's been there for me. I'd like to be there for her. I'd like disability to be treated good enough to the point where I can start going, geez, I can wait to buy this. I'm going to give this $100 back to my sister. Because at some point before I start getting old and more gray and I pass away, I'd like to make things right. And short of winning the lotto, I don't know. So I figure if a bunch of Americans are pissed off at my country, and disability and the Prime Minister's office are getting calls from angry Americans, might change something. I really don't know. At this point, this is me grasping for straws. I just want to be human again. I want to be able to go out and play a game of pool with someone. I want to have enough money where that's possible, where I'm not confined to this space. I just want to be human. But right now, you spend $300 on groceries and it doesn't even make it to the end of the month, and you're forgoing things like milk, steak, eggs. I put the eggs back in rotation just because cheap, efficient. But it's not like I get the eggs I want. I don't get scrambled eggs. I don't get French toast. I don't do any of that. I literally buy sausage patties, potatoes, eggs, and I've been trying to live off that. So I'll have money to do other things in my life besides just being miserable. And where does that lead me? Running out of food, family, fun, friends, everything. It's taking its toll. And now I'm going through the landlord-tenant board because of disagreement with my landlord. And in 5 months or so, good chance I'm homeless. Unless I do more creative things and secure my future, I'll be homeless. Right now, the average rent on a 2-bedroom is around $1,500, $1,600. Some with utilities paid, some without utilities paid. And good luck finding a 1-bedroom. Good luck finding a bachelor. Other than 2 bedrooms, your other option is a room in somebody else's house. I need help. Thank you.